for a real treat tonight. I heard this lady in person, first of all, I guess early this last year down in Colorado Springs at a leadership conference there, and have certainly heard her many times since on various news shows, TV shows, and she is absolutely fabulous. Brigitte Gabriel has become one of the leading terrorism experts in the world, providing information and analysis on global Islamic terrorism. She's a member of the Board of Advisors of the Intelligence Summit and lectures nationally and internationally about terrorism and current affairs. Her expertise is sought after by world and business leaders. She's addressed such people as the former Australian Prime Minister John Howard, members of the British Parliament, the House of Commons, members of the United States Congress, the Joint Forces Staff College, the United States Special Operations Command, our own FBI, and many, many others. In addition, Gabrielle is a regular guest analyst on Fox News Channel, CNN, MSNBC, ABC, and various radio stations daily, as she has been here in Colorado and all across America. Ms. Gabrielle is a former news anchor for World News, the Arabic evening news broadcast for Middle East television, seen throughout Israel, Egypt, Syria, Jordan, and her native Lebanon. Ms. Gabrielle immigrated to the United States in 1989 and founded a television production company, marketing and advertising agency. Her clients include ABC, NBC, CBS, Good Morning America, 2020, The Today Show, The Oprah Show, Dr. Phil, CNN, Fox News, just to name a few. Ms. Gabrielle is the founder of Act for America, a nonprofit organization dedicated to educating millions of uninformed citizens about the threat of radical Islam to world peace and our national security. She's the author of 2 New York Times bestsellers. Her first book, Because They Hate, a survivor of Islamic terror warns America, and her newest book, which I just finished, is titled They Must Be Stopped, Why We Must Defeat Radical Islam and How We Can Do It.
Miss Brigitte Gabriel.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Woo! Thank you. What a great day. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for taking time out to come and be with us this evening to get educated about the threat of radical Islam to the United States. I love Colorado. I have been here for a few days now hiking in Aspen. I'm a hiker. And walking around the mountains, reflecting on how fortunate we are to live in this great country of ours, how blessed we are to live in one of the best country in the world as an immigrant to this great country. Believe me, America is God's gift to the universe. People like me and millions of others have crossed oceans to get here, to live in a country where we are protected as citizens, where we are treated equals under the law, where we have the right to express ourselves, where we have freedom of religion, where we have freedom of speech, where we can be all we can be as individuals. And this is why it is so important to protect America from those who wish to do her harm. I know many of you in here, either you are a first-generation immigrant, or your parents or great-grandparents have immigrated to this great nation that afforded you and me the blessings of the life we live today, and that's why it's important to protect it. Radical Islam is on the rise worldwide. As I am speaking to you today, there are 44 conflicts around the world between Muslims against non-Muslims, regardless of the religion of those non-Muslims or their nationality. 44 conflicts around the world. We only focus on Iraq, Afghanistan, Pakistan, because that's what we are involved in. We're not focusing on what's happening in Chad or Djibouti or any other country in the world because we simply do not care and we're not involved there, but we should. Radical Islam does not only threaten the United States. Radical Islam threatens all of Western civilization. Look what happened in Australia a few days ago. Look at the plot. Look at the terrorism in Australia. This is the top news right now, rocking Australia. Look what happened in North Carolina last week. 7 arrests of terrorists right here on our soil. Terrorists. We have had in the last 6 months 40 arrests of homegrown terrorists on American soil. Unfortunately, many people are not connecting the dots. Many people after September 11th started asking, why do they hate us? What did we do to offend the Muslim world? A lot of people are saying also that they hate us and radical Islam is on the rise because of our foreign policy for standing up with Israel, or because we are on Arab soil, or because we have gone and attacked them. People who believe that way have not been educated about the history of radical Islam. When did it start? How did it start? You know, for me, this is something very personal because my life was affected by the rise of radical Islam. You heard me, I come from Lebanon, majority Christian country in the Middle East. My 9/11 happened to me in 1975 when the Muslims blew up my home. Many people in America did not even know what the word jihad meant. The radical Islam wasn't even on the radar. So, what launched radical Islam? What was the mothership from which all these radical organizations came out of? And to understand that, we must understand history. We must understand who are the Muslim Brotherhood. Who are these people? What is the Muslim Brotherhood organization? The Muslim Brotherhood organization is the first and oldest Islamic terrorist organization in the world, founded in 1928. That's when radical Islam was launched. 1928. So why was radical Islam, the mothership, the Muslim Brotherhood, was launched in 1928? Obviously, Israel was not even in existence at that time. So our foreign policy wasn't even a matter because Israel didn't even exist. So why was the Muslim Brotherhood launched? In order to understand that, you need to understand a little bit of the history of Islam and how Islam became a political movement, differentiating it from the main religions of the world, Christianity and Judaism. Prophet Muhammad got his vision from the angel Gabriel in the 600 that he is the last of the prophets and that his religion is the true religion and the last of the religions on earth. And for Prophet Muhammad, who was born in Mecca, he tried to preach to his own people in Mecca, and he tried to win them over to buy into his religion. And he tried for 12 years but failed because they did not want to follow him. He was able only to recruit his immediate family members and friends. So he decided, after 12 years, I'm going to go to Medina, which was the business hub of the Jews in Arabia at that time, and I'm going to tell the Jews about my religion, and I'm going to recruit them because they were the influential, wealthy business people. If they accept me, a lot of the people all over Arabia are going to accept me as well because the Jews are going to give me credibility. And this is when Prophet Muhammad borrowed from the Bible, our Judeo-Christian Bible, when he said that Christians and Jews are the people of the book, and he borrowed a lot from the Jewish Bible. For example, Jews don't eat pigs, Muslims don't eat pigs. Jews pray a few times a day, Muslims pray a few times a day. Jews fast for one day, Yom Kippur. Prophet Muhammad decided we're going to fast for a month. So he borrowed a lot from the Jewish Bible in trying to appeal to the Jews of Medina.